evening. Welcome to Davies High School for tonight's volleying match. We got air versus prayer tonight, as the Eagles will look to send the Deacons back into Norman Greenbaum's 1969 hit "Spirit in the Sky" for all those fans who know that one. Shanley traveled a whopping 1.7 miles for tonight's game, as we're going to have the national anthem being played through a phone onto the mic. Incredible problem-solving skills by our table down there, as the iPad that plays the music in the national anthem decided to start updating about a minute before the match started, and then we had to play the anthem through the microphone. So we're not going to have much music, I don't think so, tonight, but Darwin will go through the starting lineups here. As we get there, Coach Wermeyer, our analytics stat guru, joining us as always. What do you got in tonight's match?
Well, first of all, great use of her Davies education down there, Miss Kennedy Olhauser, with the save on the phone through the mic. So looking at look like all black tonight. Shanley and Davies all in black. So you just mentioned music, but maybe we should be playing Back in Black by AC/DC here tonight as well. Looking at stats for tonight, thing that pops out the most in the EDC stats, Fallon Passanani is ranked in aces, blocks, digs, and kills. So 4 out of the 5 stats that are kept. The only thing Fallon isn't ranked in is assists, and that because Quinn Scari is leading the EDC in assists. Quinn currently has 322 assists. The next highest in the EDC is 294, and another stat that pops out is Fallon has 185 kills. The next number in the EDC is 141. However, Shanley has 2 girls, Brooklyn Bogenreef, probably mispronouncing that, and Carly Holstein, who have 28 and 25 aces respectively. So I think right now Shanley is going to look to get on the service line and try to drill some of those aces, while Davies is going to continue to look to get the ball to Quinn Scari in the middle, set it over to Fallon, usually on the left side, and see how many balls she can hammer down tonight.
And now that the Eagles will start that starting lineup again, EDC volleyball, like we talk about, there is no color coordination or code that you have to have. So it looks like the Eagles, they plan to go black jerseys. Shanley will plan black jerseys, and it looks like we're going to have a tough time seeing. Good thing they don't have to intertwine it all for us. They're both on one side, because I don't know if me or you would be able to see that.
I know we wouldn't be able to keep track of it, but I know Davies is on the left, Shanley is on the right, both the liberos in white. So Davies has cardinal numbers, cardinal letters. Shanley going with the all white.
Up to the knees again. Just like the Eagles are not a knee-high sock team, but it seems like we got a couple other ones that are knee-high.
Couple teams that are knee-high.
Last time these two faced off, as we're in the second turn, it was the Lights game. So the last time these teams saw each other, it was at the Lights. It was outside, and the Eagles won that one 3-1. They had incredible success wearing sunglasses. They were outside wearing sunglasses. Was wondering if maybe they were going to bring those back for good luck, as the last time they faced the Deacons, those were sunglasses. And it was a stellar look, as Shanley will come into this match. They're 11-9 overall, 5-4 in the EDC, just sitting right outside that 4-5 mark in the EDC. So they're a team that's going to kind of be on the fringe, looking to get into that state tournament as it comes up, with a very, very solid team. We talked about stats on their side. They also have the EDC leader in blocks, and that's going to be Megan Dietz. So that's going to be an interesting Coach Weimer to keep our eyes on for the amount of talent Eagles have with kills. But then Dietz going to be setting up and trying to rack up the blocks tonight.
Davies looking to bounce back. Last time we were here at home, Horace got after the Eagles just a little bit. Davies went on the road to Red River on Tuesday night and got back in the win column. So Davies currently ranked number 3 in the state. I thought maybe they would move up to number 2. West Fargo still holds on to that number 2 ranking, even though Davies beat West Fargo last week in a 5-setter. And Davies currently is number 1 in the East and controls its own destiny.
And out west we have Century, undefeated, and then Minot and Biz High in the 2-3. And then there's a jam, Jamestown, Legacy, and schools like that. Will come in after the game, after the Red River game. The meal was Panera, so they win. They stopped at Panera as Shanley will lead off.
I have never eaten at Panera. Maybe I'm not a bread guy.
They have really good. They put the soup in the bread, and there you go. Speaking of ace, we got some. That's a new cell. Have you ever seen that celebration?
I would call that the wiggle. Right away, we got an ace number 5 from Shanley, and then Shanley gets together with a wiggle in the middle of the court.
That was an impressive move right there.
This one a little bit deeper. Fallon right in the middle tonight. Usually that's not where she starts. She usually starts on that left side. Trying to move her around a little bit.
And talking to Coach Erickson in school today, when they were up in Red River, they did have a couple little adjustments and different lineup changes that they are teetering with, as Reiche's not able. Kind of timed that one wrong, wasn't able, got it kind of on her way down and didn't push it over the net.
2-0 Deacons. Jake Steinlich, I think, might be joining us here between sets. Jake was our trivia winner a couple games ago. Wasn't able to join us because he had a FM football practice.
Shanley with another nice dig out there to start this match as they're looking to take a 3-0 lead. Jake Steinlich, the trivia prize for the night, Coach Wermeyer brought it over. It is good. So again, we are going to continue with the trivia as the Deacons will pick up a kill. And now we got people coming in. We got a leg kick,
a heel click from the bench. So Shanley definitely being very creative in their celebrations tonight.
They have impressed early,
and it's working. 3-0.
As always, we will have our trivia in between timeouts and at the end of sets. Tonight's trivia is going to be about the parents and guardians of our Eagle volleyball players. So it will be trivia about who they are, what they do, as that should be interesting for our Davies community to see who can win that trivia prize tonight. Shanley's off to a hot start here, Coach Wermeyer. What do the Eagles need to do?
Well, I think right now the Eagles just need to get the ball over the net. It seems like we've been setting the ball maybe just a little bit off, and Fallon Passanani is going to say, I'm going to get this going for us. So Caitlin Kren's doing a nice job as a libero in the back row, getting some digs early on, and we've seen a lot of runs by Davies, so I don't think the girls are panicked right now. I think they just need to get back to Davies volleyball.
As those first couple points, it seemed like Shanley did a good job of digging out those kills and setting themselves up. Fallon Passanani able to get on the board tonight.
Touch through the block, and there we go.
But in a nice spot, you saw some of those kills in the back row, them playing deep because they know Passanani can really hammer that back line, but she fits one right in between in the middle there.
Interesting, both of Fallon's kills have kind of been maybe not what we've come to know Fallon by, just jumping up and slamming that ball. She's just kind of pushing that ball where Shanley isn't right now.
Smart play by Fallon there. Obviously, everybody knows and kind of scouts her off that first turn of knowing that she can really put the ball down hard. Now that she's seeing teams twice, she's adjusted to that. As we have a nice dump by Scari as Eagles climbing right back into this one. Deacons took the first 4 points, and Eagles respond with the last 3.
So game of runs right now. We've seen Quinn do that several times. Just see that no one is in the middle of the court and just dumping the ball over.
Eagles here last time playing on their home court did drop one to Horace, so they're looking to respond tonight as they will tie it up as Shanley's not able to lift that over the net.
Davies not quite as creative with their celebrations on the bench. Just a few girls standing up, raising their hands. They're not doing any heel clicks or wiggles, but maybe Davies will practice their celebrations, have them ready to go for this weekend's tournament.
And we know we always have that worm there at the end of the bench ready to whip that out whenever the emotions arise for the Eagles. Might be seeing an early worm here to get the motivation going for the Eagles as Bolton wasn't able to lift that open. This will be the first of 3 straight days of volleyball for the Eagles as they will play Shanley tonight, and then the Metro tournament. A lot of West teams come down, will be hosted at Fargo Davies, and they will have 2 straight days of volleyball tournament matches. So 3 straight days of volleyball. What do you think that's going to do for the Eagles, and how do they approach tonight's match?
Well, I think it's a great tune-up for state. I know EDC no longer is 3 straight days. We do a home court, I think, on on Tuesday, and then we go Friday, Saturday as Shanley sails that one out of bounds. Eagles 5, Deacons 6. But I think anytime you can play any sport to simulate what you're going to do in the state tournament, you've got to take advantage of that.
Talking about those EDC and state tournament implications last week, interestingly enough, West Fargo and Cheyenne, when they both met, West Fargo was able to take that set in 5, and they played last week, and Cheyenne actually picked up a sweep. So we obviously know how good West Fargo is from the great match the Eagles were able to take from them, as they're going to tie this one up here. But Cheyenne looking like they're playing some pretty good volleyball right now too.
Sarah Ranke getting on the board there with her first kill off the block and floated that ball over the top of the dig from Shanley. Fallon back to serve. Fallon does not come off the court, as we mentioned earlier. She leads, one of the leaders in the conference, just about every stat except assist, because it's pretty hard to assist yourself when you're getting so many kills.
That would be impressive, but I don't know if it would be legal.
It would kind of be like when Bugs Bunny played baseball and played all the positions, pitch, caught, and hit.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite Bugs Bunny episodes.
And that was going into the student section. We got a good reaction from our student section. Good hands, way to stay on top of it. I don't know, I can't really necessarily see as it's jersey night. Interesting, jerseys, kids now are wearing the back of jerseys on the front. So if I'm wearing a LeBron James jersey, it's going to say James on the front. I don't know, this is the first year I've ever seen that. It's kind of a new thing.
Hits that one out of bounds. Yeah, backwards jersey. I saw a couple of them in the comments. I told them the jerseys are on backwards. They just kind of looked at me and laughed as maybe I'm an old man and I don't understand kids these days.
I hope our Davies education is not failing these kids so much that they're forgetting how to properly put on shirts, but I'm going to go with it was on purpose, hopefully.
Back when I was in high school, Matt, we had Crisscross, who made us jump. Ooh. And they not only wore their shirts backwards, they also wore their pants backwards.
And what year, as Shanley will take another point there, what year did you graduate high school?
I was a 1995 graduate from Dickinson High School. Back then we were the Mighty Midgets and currently are the Mavericks, because they changed their mascot this year to be a little bit more politically correct.
So 1995 is when Wermeyer graduated. Todd Lee graduated just in 19. It was just the year 19, as the Deacons will pick up a point, but it wasn't 1985. It was just the year 19 when Lee graduated. But got to give Todd Lee credit today. He subbed, I think, 3 periods today, so he worked a full day.
Good thing we have 2 days off for Todd Lee. Davies doesn't have school tomorrow. Davies doesn't have school on Monday. So students getting a nice long vacation here. Of course, sports never stop. As you mentioned, the volleyball's continuing to go. I don't know, maybe it's a plan that way because the school's empty, so the girls can get on the courts and we can host several girls. Nice block by Shanley there.
Yeah, she reached over the top of the net. Looks like some confusion here by the Eagles. So
I could see maybe an early timeout here by Coach Oliver.
And she's going to take it right on par with that one. So as we talk about this timeout, let's dive into that a little bit. Obviously, you guys coming off a great win last week against Shanley. You're going to play against West Fargo tomorrow and not have school. Our volleyball team's not going to have school either. What's your message to your team, and what do you think these kids need to know that's important when you don't have that typical routine going to school? All you got is your game. What do you talk to your athletes about?
Well, I'm a routine guy, so we are having a team breakfast tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here at the school, just to force the kids to get up and out of bed. Some of them don't have a first-hour class. Some of them don't get to school. We start here, 8:48, I believe, is when the Pledge of Allegiance starts. Of course, you and I, Matt Veit, are here probably about 7:30 every morning.
Yep, Eastern
trying to beat Todd Lee into the building. And so we want to get up. We want to have some breakfast. We want to get our stomach moving around. And then I told the kids, don't go home and sleep. Go home and sit for a half hour and get up and walk around for 5 minutes. And sit for a half hour and get up around, walk around for 5 minutes, just like you would do in a normal school days.
And in that Metro Volleyball tournament for the Eagles, they will face off against Kindred, a class. Is it single A now for volleyball? That would be
double A, single A, B.
Double A, single A, B. So they will play Kindred, they will play Minot North, and then play Williston, and then their kind of bracket for Saturday will be set up after those games. As the Eagles are looking to respond here after the timeout.
Looks like Ava Langang. Shanley right in the front row. I don't know if that one got blocked or if that one hit into the net. But we're going to give Bolton the block because Bolton the blocker, we always like to call her name.
And that almost looked like a set kill, kind of spearing at it as it went right to the Bolton blocker.
Definitely a short set looking for that middle hitter. Shanley a little confused right now.
And they're just slapping it back and forth at each other at the net.
And there, Ava Langang takes a nice swing into the parent section. And our parent, I think it was a Davies parent, nicely handed the ball back to the Shanley girl.
And, Eagles looking to attack there from the heavens, soaring up against these Deacons. Krenz will serve.
That one I don't believe touched the block. I think that one just went right into the net. So, again, a game of mini runs. Deacons jumped out. Eagles clawed back. Deacons got a little bit more of a lead, and the Eagles seem to be coming back here.
So it looks like there's been a lot of balls right away for both teams that haven't got over that net. So I don't think the net is any higher tonight, as Shanley will get a nice tip and a block there. And Bolton with a nice dump, nice save by the Deacon libero.
I think that was Quinn that's hustled over there.
Oh, that was Quinn, sorry.
Jalen Jackson on a little tip. Off the block.
Oh, and what a dig out there by Passanane getting to that spot after the kill. Oh, we got more Deacon celebrations.
Did you see that, Matt? The volleyball off the block hit a volleyball on the table, and 2 volleyballs ricocheted onto the court. So
what happens if, say, there was an Eagle player there and hit the ball back over the net, but it wasn't the ball that was in play. It was a different ball. But it's technically an official ball, so does that ball become live?
That is a question, my volleyball knowledge. I think it would probably be a replay. We've seen several of those.
And it looks like the Eagles right now, they string together a couple good points, and then there's runs where there's just a lack of communication and just something a little bit seems off on the timing right away for the Eagles tonight.
3 backup volleyballs over there on the scores table tonight. We've seen us having to go to 1 backup volleyball, but we've never seen us use more than 1. So not sure why we have 3 on the scores table now.
And I did see the...
There's a block! Boom by Jalen Jackson and Ava Langang.
As that one should get the Eagles' momentum flowing here.
And again, folks, we don't use half blocks on Davies Live Network. We give both those ladies a block. So our blocks are always inflated a little bit. That was out. Did we have a touch? Looked like we had a touch, but we have no touch.
Yeah, almost looked like something was funky there a little bit on that one if there was something at the net, but the Eagles will take that point. They're going to take anything right now they can get.
Eagles back within 2, 13-11. Nice serve.
And
that was a
for the
crafty
Deacons, another
set.
block. Jackson and Langang.
And now we have a little celebration going on with the Eagles, jumping up, holding each other up, almost like the cheerleaders.
And I think we need that a little bit from the Eagles. It seemed like it was a little kind of flat to start this game. Bench energy there, bringing it, trying to get these Eagles rolling on the floor as they crawl it back within 1 again. And Langang's right there.
Ranky putting some pressure on with the serve. Shanley couldn't handle it, and Langang says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Her 2nd kill on the night.
We're all tied up at that lucky number 13.
Have not seen a worm yet, and learned a little bit about the worm queen that she just transferred from Davies from Fargo North.
Ooh.
So I don't know. Jalen Jackson with a nice kill.
Another one.
There we go. We'll call it a kill now. I don't know if she learned the worm at North or she learned the worm at Davies, but if we ever get her up here for an interview, we're going to have to ask her if it was North that practices the worm or Davies.
And the last 3 points for the Eagles, just volleyball's floating right up at the net that they're just going to take and smack down and kill every time.
Yep, Shanley having a tough time handling the serve right now.
As that was a stellar kill right there by 16. Is that Seaboard or is that one of their sisters?
I do not have a roster up here tonight. I could probably get on the internet and tell you. Some more heel clicks on the Shanley bench. I don't know if they've have a signal on what celebration we're going to, if there's a celebration coordinator, but they sure seem to be very coordinated with their celebrations over there on the Shanley bench.
Great communication on the Shanley bench. Great communication there by Passanane and Krenz in that back row to let that ball go. That was close, but they let it sail out of bounds as Langang's going to sail one out of bounds on her serve. Looks like she got that on the outside of her hand and it sailed. Almost, might have hit coming at the referee up on his stand right there. So good reflexes by that referee official to kind of dip, dive, duck, and dodge that incoming volleyball.
Almost sounds like a dodgeball.
Because if you can dodge a wrench,
you can dodge a ball. Fallon with a nice hit there. again, Fallon sitting in the middle a little bit more tonight. Usually she's off to the left. Jalen Jackson in the middle, we usually see her.
And Scar's going to try to push one, and that one just
off
sailed.
the net and out. Finally got the EDC website up. I kind of felt like Todd Lee on technology there. I kept trying to hit EDC Volleyball, but was not able to hit EDC Volleyball. But I finally got it. We're going to look at Shanley's roster so we can do a little bit better job at using their names and not just numbers.
And my highlighter is out of juice. So last week it was the highlighter cap that was falling over. Now the highlighter, as Jalen Jackson just puts her arms up in a reaction, puts it over the net and finds a spot in the middle of that zone.
Is that a kill, Matt? That was a Passanani hit off a block. Jalen just kind of swung her arm sideways, went over the net and down. So
why not?
I think it's a kill. That's her second of the night.
And she's going back to that service on the back row, and it's going to be again Shanley. And the Eagles are doing a great job serving, and Shanley will dig it out, and instead of digging to set up a kill for the Deacons, they get it right back to that front line of the Eagles, and they're just perched up on the nest waiting to drop it home and kill it. Almost like a mother eagle dropping a worm to their little eagle babies in the net. That's what that volleyball is, and they're just taking it.
Back set, and I think that one just sailed a little bit long. That was... Trying to find who was hitting that ball.
I think that was
Passanante. That was Passanante.
It sneaked off that back row there. 17-17. We do not have media timeouts tonight as Beck is not here. And again, if Beck's not here, that means we're not going to have any breaks. We're just going to go right through because Davies Live Network doesn't need any breaks. Just like Passanante doesn't need any breaks, running all the way around the court on her rotations as she's going to pick up another kill.
Normally we have some interesting stats about the other team, Matt. Do you have any Deacon trivia, Deacon knowledge for us?
So tonight a little bit on the Deacons, coached by Taylor Preston, and she was hired in March of 2024. She was an assistant on the team that went and played in the state championship game. Oh, that's a block.
That's the Bolton blocker, assisted by Sierra Ranke. So
oh, my goodness.
Ava Bolton second, Sierra's first.
And that one went down with some authority. But Coach Preston, did she take her first time out
I think
there?
this is a Deacon timeout.
So Coach Preston was an assistant on that team that played in the state title game, and then Alexis Bachmeyer stepped down from coaching, and then she took the helm. So she's been there since 2014. Interesting enough, me and Alexis Bachmeyer went to the same elementary school, Holy Spirit Elementary. And maybe your fun fact for tonight is that I was once a Shanley kid.
How long did you stay in the Shanley school system?
I was at Holy Spirit preschool through 5th grade, and then I went to Sacred Heart for 2 years, and then I ended up at Davies. So, and here I am, sitting with you.
There we go, and I actually got my coaching start at Shanley Deacons out of college. Well, Kevin Feeney was the head football coach over there. Tim Fletcher was the defensive coordinator. I played college football with Tim Fletcher. He's now a defense coordinator for Century, so that's where I got my coaching start, was Shanley Deacons.
And our new principal this year, Mr. Sean Safransky, was once a principal at Shanley. So a lot of Shanley connections, obviously, with the two schools being super close to each other, 1.7 miles away. There's going to be a little bit of that as Shanley's going to look. And then the soccer teams tonight. We got Shanley soccer going up against the Eagles soccer team as we have a lot going on there at the net.
Ball kind of just sitting on top of the net. Davies doing a nice job. Caitlin's doing a real nice job tonight getting that ball back up to the front row.
And the ball's got a lot of spin.
There we go. That was Nybakken on that one. Davies getting the ball over the net.
And we got...
That was almost a defensive.
And what do we...
I think we have Shanley in the net.
And Dietz right there for the Deacons, wondering what that call was, but we'll take it. 20-17 out of that timeout, or out of that 17-17 tie. Eagles pick up 3 points, looking to put a bow on this first set early.
So no questioning by Shanley. They must have accepted the call. And we move on. Quinn Scari serving. Off the block, Nybakken again, getting the ball to that front row just to get the ball over by Scari.
Doing a great job here, digging those kills from the Deacons as Nybakken and Scari are in that back row, setting up a Ranky kill here.
Inside tip.
Floater.
Nybakken diving, getting the ball back over.
And that one's going to find a home. So another good volley there. Deacons will take that point. These last 2 points have had a swell of volleys coming in.
Shanley seems to be setting over to their left side. I think that's Anna Strand who's been swinging on the left side for Shanley. So I don't know if they see something over there against our block. That ball was fired into the net on a non-jump serve.
And Shanley's lucky that one didn't hit one of their frontline players in the back of the head, as it went right in between two of them.
The net's still shaking like it's windy down there on the court, but I think it was just from the force of the volleyball.
And we got a rafter ball. The Raptors
well
saved
played
the
by
Eagles
Davies
tonight, just like Passanani planned to go off that back rafter. Yeah, that one would have been out of.
That was a great effort by Ava Lengang to go the scorer's table and try to get that ball
soared
back.
Over the top of it, and you see Monica Krenz down there taking pictures. She was dodging, ducking, and diving over there as well. So we got off the wooden beams tonight. We have over the scores table. We had a ball in the student section.
A ball in the parent section.
We might get one up here tonight. Wouldn't that be something?
I would dive underneath the table mat, and you would have to save me from that volleyball coming up here.
I would try to say I would do everything I could,
and I would appreciate that.
I would probably get hurt.
You did get hurt in this gym once. Multiple times. Once as a staff.
Yes. As we've got
girls just punching the ball slightly over the net.
And
then
Passanani from the back row.
Yep. Fallon says, I'm not just going to punch that over. I'm going to punch it off a Deacon, and we'll take the kill. 22-19. Not a clean volleyball match so far. Not Davies' best volleyball of the season. Shanley's going to take their second time out here to try to regroup.
And with both teams wearing black jerseys with these balls that have just been batted at the net, there's almost 8 black jerseys at that net. It just looks like a big blob down there. But, yeah, to your point, Wayne, I did pull my hamstring in this gym playing volleyball, and simultaneously Mr. Heidebach got a concussion in our student versus staff volleyball game. So not a very great display of athleticism from both me and Heidebach, but I fought through it. I think me and Heidebach both fought through it. We didn't win.
We did not win. The Davies Dodgers staff team, I think, kind of got, I don't want to say screwed over by Troy Cody on the officiating, but since Troy Cody's no longer with Davies High School, I will say, Troy, you screwed us over on the officiating.
Yeah, and there was nothing in the rule books about headshots. Those balls, they fly wherever. And when I hit
you hit a 14-year-old girl
in the face and I get thrown out, that's a little debatable officiating, as we got an ace.
We got an ace. Caitlin Krenz, I believe. We had a attempted kick. Did not work. So Krenz with her first ace of the night, and Davies within 2 points of taking an ugly first set.
See if Krenz can rack up another ace as it's going to be brought over. And
that was no touch.
Eagles 1 point away from taking this first match, and 1 point away from our trivia.
Looking around to see if I see a Jake Steinlich in the house tonight. I don't see him, but maybe he's going to sneak up here. There's an ace.
And there's a set.
An ace in the set, and we'll take it.
And if Jake doesn't show up, it wouldn't be the first time a Steinlich doesn't show up for something before.
Yes, I believe one time a Miss Lauren Steinlich made a practice reservation and failed to show.
Yep, and I was sitting there waiting.
Just waiting.
Besides the point, let's get into trivia. So, again, as always, in the top right part of your screen, you can text in the answer to these trivia questions. You can also text in just any comments that you may have. If there's something going on with the scoreboard, everyone has the opportunity to message in, unless it's you, Bubba. If you're watching tonight, Bubba, I don't want a single text from you. We're sick of it.
I wouldn't mind if Bubba won a trivia and then he came and got his great prize. I think Bubba would look good in some Davies gear.
I think Bubba's just ugly.
And we have the news. I think that's WDAY News leaving. So hopefully they got enough footage to highlight these young ladies on the TV tonight, because they definitely deserve that recognition.
Always appreciate the news coming in, WDAY, KVRR. If you're looking for some people to contract out for the EDC and state tournament, I know 2 people.
I don't think we've been signed for the state tournament. I know that's WDAY hosted.
We are free agents.
Dom will be out there, or I don't know who else broadcasts that right now. Used to be Lee Timmerman on NBC way back in the day, but no longer. We were going to do some trivia, and we started talking.
Yes. Oh, all right. Our trivia. So this is about the parents and guardians of Davies volleyball. So the first 2 questions. This parent guardian was recently elected into the Concordia College Hall of Fame in football. That was this past weekend. So text in who you believe that was. And then the second one is this parent guardian is a retired military veteran. So we got Concordia Alum Hall of Fame as one, and the second one is who is a retired military veteran of a volleyball player on the team.
And I think we'll just allow last names. If you only know last names and not the first, you can always go with a Mr. or Mrs. I believe we're looking for 2 Misters here.
This one is 2 Misters. So a little hint tonight, it will be 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5. It will be 6 Misters and 5 Misses tonight for the trivia. So we're really digging deep into the
3.5 Mister. We have a lady walking through the restricted zone. I think she just didn't want to go down and around, so she walked through the restricted zone.
I don't know. We might need to send Langley after that because
quickly out of the restricted zone. One Gage Tripke once sat in the restricted zone for an entire set and a half, and we had a conversation during class about how that is not acceptable.
You know who does like to sit in the restricted area? Beck.
Beck does like to sit in the restricted area, and they like to take media timeouts because I think they get a little lazy at times. Hopefully Beck is not looking for announcers because I don't think they'll hire us after that comment.
I don't think so. Beck does a great job broadcasting multiple sports throughout the state of North Dakota. We appreciate them every time they come around and support high school athletes. I recently saw in a poll that North Dakota is one of the highest ranked states in broadcasting high school athletics. Obviously, people like Beck Sports, Your Live Event, WDAY, KVRR, all of them, they all around the state do a great job with their coverage.
Wow. And that's long. I would also like to throw a shout out to PSP Network out of Minot, who's currently expanding into Fargo. I think they just hired one of the old UND coaches. I can't remember who it is right now, but PSP does an excellent job. Text coming in, Andrew Passanani is a Concordia football king, but we don't have a name on who that was. So if you'd like to get credit for that, please send us your name. But you are correct that Mr. Passanani is in the Hall of Fame at Concordia. The serve into the net by the Deacons, 1-1.
So we have Mr. Passanani, and then the other one we're still looking for is who is the retired military veteran whose daughter plays on the volleyball team.
I must have missed a touch on the first point from Shanley. I thought the ball sailed long, and I thought it was going to be a Davies point, but then Shanley was serving, so we must have had a touch at the net.
Yep, the official came in a little bit late and ruled the touch at the net. So it is 1-1 right now as
Scary over to Langang.
Ooh, and I think that one is that one in the basket? Ooh,
that almost was in the basket. Shanley doing a nice job keeping the ball alive. If it goes through the basket, does Langang get 2 points?
Well, Langang is behind the three-point line technically if it went through the basket, so I wonder if...
Great dive by Caitlin Krenz there.
Oh.
Just a little miscommunication on if we were going to set that, if we were going to kill that, and it ends up being a point for the Deacons. I don't know if that would be a ball that would be live, or if that would be one of those replays that we've seen in volleyball.
Well, I think if you remember that Red River match with our old coach Carol Nelson, we had one that went off the backboard that she talked about. So they originally
look at that.
Sierra gets blocked at the net, but then just comes back and gets a kill. So that's almost one of our bills, but it's with a block, so it might be a double bill.
It was a very impressive job of Sierra getting down on the floor and immediately springing back up and killing that volleyball.
The reaction time to be able to get that ball off the block, very impressive. As there's a nice kill for the Deacons through the Langang and Jackson blockade.
And multiple heel kicks on the Deacon side. Was that number 6 for Shanley? We've seen her a lot on the left side. Kim Williams telling us it was Mr. Passanani. So thank you, Kim. And Kim will be helping serve the Davies football players breakfast tomorrow. So thank you for that too, Kim.
Is that breakfast for Davies football team and fellow ILC employee?
That's a nice kill by Ava Langang. There we go.
Oh, we had a chest bump between Ellery Ames and the Worm, and the Worm fell.
The Worm Queen went down.
She went
I hope
down.
she's okay.
And it looks like we're okay. We got people laugh. Oh, that isn't Ellery Ames. That's number 2 for the Eagles. Is that Yates? As their faces are both beet red, as I hope they rewatch this film, and we are going to talk about that. As
yes.
Langang
off the block. Shanley does a nice job keeping it alive. I don't know. I've had several people ask what we talk about on the celebrations. So I don't know. Jackson with a tip. I don't know if the fans on TV get the full celebrations like we get to see, but we'll definitely keep you updated on how the celebrations are going. Lots of tips here.
There is. Maybe we could make a highlight video of the celebrations we see and post it and give a demonstration.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure people would want to watch that.
I know Mark Langley always looking to improve his broadcast, so maybe we'll get a bench cam. Was that out? That is in,
I think that was in. You could see Shanley's player there reaching for the gates of heaven right there to get their fingertips on there, and she's going to put it on the line, so nice job by the Deacon front row.
Yeah, and Matt, you know you're always invited to our football breakfast. Any friend of mine is a friend of football, and any coworker of mine in ILC, of course, Todd Lee will probably show up for breakfast now. However, Todd, we don't get up at 4:30 in the morning like you do, so you're going to have to wait till 8 for breakfast. Or 9. That one was out as well. Shanley jumping up 5-3.
So Deacons right here took a lead in the first set a little bit. Oh, we got another cameraman here. I don't know who this one is. They're going to take another angle kind of behind the scores table. Interesting.
I wonder
Jackson.
if they're Jackson off the block. They might be highlighting the 3 extra balls on the bench and doing a news story about why Davies has so many extra volleyballs on the scorers table.
So he took the long way around the whole court. Now he's going up by Nybach, and he's going to get the serve here. So you're going to see a Julia Nybach serve on the news tonight.
And you see Caitlin Krenz to Quinn Scari to Fallon and down.
There you go. That's a good one to put on the news. You had a great serve, a great dig, a great pass, and topped off with a pass and on a kill. So I'm sure we'll be seeing that one. Cameraman, you can just take up your stuff. You got enough. You can go home.
Fallon 6 on the night. Maybe he's going to wait to see if Julia can get an ace here.
So she's looking for her 6th, 7th one?
She has her 6th. She would be looking for her 7th. So we will make sure we highlight the 6-7 later.
Eagles doing a great job here with the digs.
Tip, block. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, into the net. So I think Jalen Jackson jumped up, got a couple blocks, and potentially scared Shanley just a little bit hitting that next one into the net.
And it was almost just running on the top of that net there, almost balancing off as Nybach
slid over just a little bit and went cross court on it. Nice job blocking by Quinn and Jalen, and Quinn says, I'm going to try to spike that as well.
Quinn's been aggressive tonight, looking to get some kills in that area. Now she's going to set up, foul. Oh, good body adjustment, athleticism on the display there, able to go get that one.
I'm not sure how Fallon didn't fly into the net on that one, but she certainly almost stuck her feet in the ground and almost limboed it a little bit.
Do you think you could limbo underneath the net?
I don't think I could limbo underneath the basketball hoop. Well, if it deals with bending, I'm not very bendy.
You might have some tight hips.
I think I got some old man hamstrings is my problem.
No, Scott could stretch you out a little bit.
That's out? No, yep, it is out.
You're going to sail as the line judge was all over that. She adjusted her body, got the view of the ball going in. Great judging right there.
It certainly looked like it was going to go out by a long shot, and then it kind of died there at the end. So I don't know if Shanley had some holy intervention there to try to get that ball in. But there's another one of those serves by Jalen Jackson. Shanley's having some tough issues with those serves. Jackson's first ace of the night.
We got the clap. We got the clapping going on for the Davies student section.
I'm glad you clarified what was going on.
There's a block as the Eagles are delivering a sermon at the net tonight with these blocks.
Not sure if that was a block or down into the net, but if you want me to put another block down for Ava Bolton, I certainly can write that down.
Ooh. sneaky.
Yeah, not quite as crafty as Quinn is.
That's
And there we go. There's Bolton. She's I'm going to get in the kill stat as well. Her first kill of the night.
Swinging that one back.
We had a successful chest bump there by the Worm Queen. And who did you say number 2 was over there for us?
I think that might be a Callie Yates. I don't have my roster in front of me. That might be one of the other.
But that was a successful chest bump. Nobody fell down. Since we do know how to use the internet, we're going to pull up, well, maybe we will, maybe we won't, pull up Davies' roster here. Both Matt and I are looking at this phone like we've never seen a phone before. Number 2 is Callie Yates and Leighton Johnson, also known as the Worm Queen.
Got it. Going in, I'm a little disappointed in our text in. Kim Williams is the only one to text in the answers tonight or text in any comments. So
Kim Williams looking for a big prize.
She is going to get a big prize. Round 2 will go. Mom works as a dentist in town. As a dentist close to Davies. And then the other one is these 2 parents, it's one family, organize the parent themes for each game in the volleyball game. Looks like it might just be blackout tonight for the Davies parents.
Yeah, I think the parent theme tonight might be dressed like a parent.
Dressed like a parent?
Looks like we had a high double, high 10 is what the officials were doing there. I don't know what that symbol is, but they looked like they were giving air high 10s across the net from each other.
Yeah. Speaking of parent, want to give a shout out to a new parent, Mr. Brian Gilgee, who the Gilgees tune in to Davies Live Network every now and then, becoming a new parent. Mr. Graham Gilgee was born a couple days ago. Did Brian text me telling me he had a kid and I was in his wedding? No, but, you know.
Sounds like maybe he had something more important to do, like take care of the mom and his young child.
No.
Texting Matt Veit may have been secondary.
Baby is doing well. Already showing the kid Scooby-Doo episodes, so starting that kid off well as Eagles will get another kill.
Yeah, great job challenging that kill from Fallon off the block. But Fallon hits that ball so hard, I'm sure it's almost impossible to control where that ball is going off the block.
And Heather Brana texts in, Scary Dental. Brana is on the board as well with that. And we got it. Speaking of Scary, what a dig from that one. As the Eagles are going to stay alive here.
A few more texts to get to after Shanley must have gone into the net there.
Antenna ball.
You
saw that.
Quinn's mom for dentist.
Boom.
Again, no one's putting their names. We don't get caller ID through the text line, so we do ask you to put your name. Caitlin Krenz's dad is the retired veteran.
Boom.
So we have a lot of right answers, and that was a pushover by Fallon Passanani. A lot of right answers, not a lot of people wanting to take claim for the answers. Do I need to answer all of these?
Yes, Kim, you do.
Says Kim.
Take it home. You get a prize.
My prize is I get mom hugs from some nice boys of the Davies football team. I'm assuming she's not referring to my son because he's not a nice boy.
I like Augustus.
You do like Augustus. I like Caitlin Krenz when she gets aces. I like Caitlin Krenz anyway, but when she gets aces. Oh, and that was Scary. So, sorry. I'm sure her grandpa's probably watching, maybe saying some harsh words about the announcer right now.
Well, that happens on every broadcast, so.
Scary's first ace of the night. And her. Oh, that almost got that back line.
Good adjustment right there by the Shanley player pulling off there. And look at Jesse. We have a Jesse spotting. Jesse by spiting the custodian. He only comes out at night. I saw him.
Did he sneak in?
The
there
back.
he is.
Oh,
there he is. He's wheeling a garbage can into the gym. Jesse does a fantastic job with our athletic wing here at Davies.
Oh, wow. That one had some heat behind it there.
Julia Nybalkin did a nice job to get her hands up on that one. Heather Bernal must be texting you directly, Matt, because I didn't see her text come through the Davies Live Network chat.
She did, and she also texted back row block, which probably means something.
Is that the high 10 back row block?
It might be. That might be high 10 as that one's sailing off the back row for the Deacons.
back row block. So
Heather Bernal was talking about the volleyball officials exam that she has to take, and I think if me and you combined and took that, we would get about a 5%.
I think a 5% would be generous. Heather Bernal's husband, Preston, also an official. We have him tomorrow night at West Fargo. Him and Dave Klunt's crew, I believe, is officiating. They do an excellent job. Number 20 in the net for Davies. So the ball goes over to Shanley.
Well, and speaking about those coaches' exams, a 5%, I don't know, me with the softball and basketball, you with the football exam, I don't even know if we add up to 100%.
Well, you didn't used to have to pass them. I think only 2 years. There's a kill for Falna.
Back in. Oh, we're flying all over the place.
Get out of the way because Shanley is jumping into the stands. Matt, we didn't used to have to pass them. We used to just have to take them. Now I think we have to get a 75% in order to continue coaching. So one time when we didn't used to have to pass them, I once took a 50-question exam in about 4.5 minutes. They're all true-false questions. And I got a 72% on it.
Wow.
Off the block and out of bounds. Out of bounds, so we have 17-11 Eagles. I don't know what you have to get if you want to be an official. I'm sure it's higher than 75%. Coaches don't need to know the rules, but officials do.
Coaches only need to know how to yell about the rules. I think that's your only requirement is you have to be able to argue them. As you and I both certainly do that. And Ranky, again, we got a ball. We had a ball in the Davies student section. Now we got a ball in the Shanley parent section. Both catches. So if we were playing banana volleyball, just like they do in banana baseball, they would have resulted in outs or points for the opposite team. As another serve sails for the Deacons, as it looks like they might be aiming to hit the cameraman. Now the cameraman also is wearing a black shirt tonight, so hopefully they're not confusing that as a black jersey, as the Eagles are wearing black as well.
I see Dr. and Mrs. Fredericks in the crowd. I think their daughter plays for Shanley. He is an orthopedic doctor in Fargo and has done a very nice job taking care of a couple of my son's knees when they've had some knee reconstruction. So I don't know if they'll turn around. Maybe I'll spit a spitball at them or something like that to see if they can come up here and say hi to us.
So we got another timeout here, and might be a good time to go into our next trivia question. As my highlighter, this thing's running out of gas.
You need probably because you kept dropping your highlighter cap during the last broadcast, and maybe you didn't get that highlighter cinched up tight, and so it ran out of ink.
We're a mess up here. We're a mess.
No,
all right.
we are not a mess.
So, next two questions. Whose mother played Division I basketball, and I don't know if this school is right. I was asking the players today at Louisville. So which player had a mom that played Division I basketball, either at Louisville or just D1 basketball, if that college is wrong? Okay, so that's our first one. And then the second one is which parent works as a plant pathologist? I think in town? A plant, we're going to say a
botanist?
No, a plant we're going to say a plant doctor.
A plant doctor?
Plant doctor.
I didn't know there were plant doctors.
Well, neither did I until I did some research here. So we're looking for a D1 basketball player and a plant doctor. And I don't mean to offend the plant doctor. I just don't know the term. As there's an ace.
There's an ace by
Ranky.
Ranky gets the ace. It always looks to me like Krenz gets those aces because she kind of stays in the back of that huddle and kind of sneaks in that huddle late.
Just right at that free throw
That's
line.
her spot, is that, I guess, in the back of the huddle for the celebration. So I got to get Ranky down for an ace.
Ranky with a and then Sky with a block. Sky lets out a little bit of let's go there. Oh, we got the Eagles. So as we were marking that kill, we have a new celebration. They had 3 people in the front, 3 people in the back, and they lifted them up like you would on a block, doing a little like Lion King.
Like Simba.
Like Simba.
We've talked about Simba a couple times, and this is a new Simba celebration.
We'll update the fans. Simba and Rory, the cats, are alive. My parents returned from their trip from Canada, and both the cats are alive and well. So, you all will be happy to know that you tuned in to watch volleyball, and I'm going to talk about my parents' cats instead. They are alive.
That was nice of you not to kill the cats while the mom and dad were away.
Well, it's just you gotta have a kind heart.
I heard Curiosity killed the cat once, but Matt Veit did not.
Nope, did not.
Logan Bloom. Logan Bloom was the one that told us Caitlin Krenz's dad was a retired veteran. Jalen Jackson with a nice tip. Shanley with a nice dive.
Almost ran over Logan Bloom with my car today. I was backing up and she was walking into the building.
That's not nice.
That would have been bad. Someone rear-ended your car.
Someone rear-ended my wife's car.
Well, that's not a big deal.
And my wife, such a nice lady, simply took pictures, and 44 in the net for Davies, or maybe it's 22. I'm sorry, in the net for Shanley. I saw some fours go up.
Yeah, all we know is Julia's going to serve here.
And here we go. Let's see if Julia can get her first ace of the night. Anyway, Logan Bloom also knows that Jalen Jackson's mom played basketball.
Booyah. Good text in.
Logan, and that one's out. Logan is a cross-country manager and a basketball manager for the boys. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
I've asked her if she wanted to be a football manager, and she said football players stink. So, Kim Williams, if you're getting hugs from football players, maybe you'll know a little bit about the stench that they might have. Maybe we can correct Logan Bloom that they do not stink.
Heather Bernat also talks in. Jackson is Scary with
Scary
a kill.
with a kill.
She's been aggressive. I like how Scari's been aggressive, having some nice ones right there where she's going to look to get that, and obviously she's going to have her athleticism. She obviously passes and sets extremely well, but she can put some kills down too, as Eagles will look to take 2-0 and gain some huge momentum in this match.
Quinn's mom for dentist. Boom!
Oh, my goodness.
That was hit with authority.
Fallon flying first class tonight.
And I think that one was down inside the 10-foot line, which you don't see very often, but right on the tip of the Eagles' beak.
I think there's a dent in the ceiling where Fallon's head hit. She jumped that high.
And maybe another dent where the ball bounced off the court and back up into the ceiling. Quinn's mom for dentist, Jalen's mom for D1, both correct. And no name.
It's the horse.
It is the horse.
The horse with no name is texting in.
Scary
and
says
with a dump.
that's a nice little dump kill.
Eagles are rolling here at the end of this second set. Talking about wanting to get on solid ground after that game versus Horace. They go and they sweep Red River. Now they have 2-0 on Shanley going into the Metro tournament. Is that you see the scoreboard?
I don't know what's going on. We just zeroed out the scoreboard for some reason. Did Shanley decide? Well, and the 3-minute clock isn't going either.
Start clock.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, that's one Kennedy Olhauser. Who knows what she's doing?
But we do have 2 sets for Davies, 0 sets. Still looking for a Jake Steinlich sighting. I might have to give this great prize just to some random person.
Standing up here, we also need to recognize great recognizing great as the voice of Davies boys hockey. Grant Gigstead is in the building tonight.
I see Grant Gigstead standing up. I don't know if our cameraman is currently pointing the camera at Grant Gigstead, who has his face to us, so I don't know if he wants some camera time. Kurt Scary also standing up, another fine teacher at Davies. So we have 2 social studies teachers
then we got
standing up.
We got a Krenz sighting too.
We do
Krenz
have a
is up
Krenz,
in the
yes.
front row. Oh, Gigstead drinking a Diet Coke. I don't know.
Gigstead concerned about his weight, maybe.
7:48 Diet Coke, maybe not worried about the caffeine, or maybe just all the emotions and energy that you get watching a Davies volleyball game. It really doesn't matter because there's so much. Oh, Ellie Lease?
Ellie Lease getting in with the Scary and Jackson answer. So nice job, Ellie.
Ellie Lease, cross-country basketball player here at the school. I think in one day with her last name, she would be a great realtor. Leasing agreement. She first came out,
or a car dealer.
Would be good. So bright future ahead for her. I thought that her name was Lies at the beginning of the year last year, so I would always say ball don't lie to her, the common basketball saying, and I think it went on for about 2 months until one day she came up to me and was like, Veit,
we have some parents
what
I can only describe as maybe doing a worm hand motion, maybe trying to get a worm sighting over by the Worm Queen.
We want the worm. We want the worm.
So Ellie Lease and Logan Bloom right now tied for, and I almost said Jensen Bloom. I'm sorry, Logan.
Can't say that.
Tied for the lead in trivia right now.
Logan's older sister. Okay, we got a minute left. Let's do some more. We're still looking for our plant doctor, plant pathologist, plant something. All right, so we're still looking for that one. Text in your answers. Our next two. One, mom is a doctor at Sanford. So we got a doctor at Sanford.
Not a plant doctor.
Not a plant doctor.
Just a person
medical doctor in the medical field. And then the other one is who is the voice of Bob 95 in the morning? Whose parent is that? So those two with another question still on the board for plant doctor. So we're looking plant doctor, medical doctor, Bob 95 FM.
Wouldn't it be something if we had a person doctor, which you call a medical doctor, a plant doctor, and maybe an animal doctor all on the team? We could just set up a little clinic outside in the parking lot, and we could take care of just about everything.
All your needs in one.
You got a Christmas tree that maybe is not greening up, bring it to the plant doctor.
And we could get insurance going from Ellie Lease. You could lease insurance. Do you lease insurance? I don't know. But we can bundle it and save. So you can bundle and save on your plants, your medical bills, and your pets.
But I don't think we have a vet on the team, do we?
I don't think so. Oh, we have a text coming in. Hanson, Bob 95 FN from Heather Branagh.
Heather Branagh needs to start using our text line. We have another text at Jenna Jackson, Jalen's mom, so we got a little bit more specific. And Ellie Lease has Chris Hansen on Bob 95, so Ellie takes the lead. You would think Heather, who helped me set up the Google text, would know how to use the Google text.
Well, she doesn't know what number to text, as that one will sail as. Interesting enough, I think Shanley's maybe taken the first point in all three sets, or did the Eagles get the first one in the second set?
Nope, that was the one that I thought sailed out of bounds, but was touched at the net. The ref came in late on that one. Yeah. So Shanley has taken a 1-point lead in every single set, and Davies has bounced back in the last two, so hopefully we can see that again.
Famous words by my mentor, Todd Lee. I have a good memory. It's just short.
My loving wife, and that's how she signed it. This is your loving wife, Amy.
Ooh, that's not good.
And she says Julia Nybaken's mom is a doctor at Sanford. Nybakens also live about 6 houses away from us. And that is why Julia used to come skateboard at the house and eat my Freezy Pops.
Well, doctor, give me the news. The Eagles have got a bad case of killing the Deacons as there's an ace. No. I tried to play with that one a little bit.
You did. It was good effort.
It was a good start, and there's a
nice block by the Deacons.
Block there by Dietz, so another connection. That is Megan Dietz's older sister, Emily Dietz, I went to school with. Also, she went and played basketball at NDSU. Megan Dietz has an offer to play basketball at NDSU as well, and now she is working with Sanford Academy, basketball academy in town. So the Dietz family is an athletic one coming from Shanley.
Eagles will take the free point, up 3-2 here in the third. Eagles looking to make a short night of this match. I wonder if my wife hopes they can bring her home a prize. Maybe she thinks I'll bring Jake Steinlick's prize home. And that one is out. For all I know, Jake Steinlick is hanging out at my house with Gus. They seem to hang out every now and then. Jake Steinlick, I also heard, scored 2 touchdowns in his Fargo Dome game, and his team won 12-0. So he was kind of a big deal last Sunday or Saturday at the Fargo Dome, which FM Athletics always wraps up their season at the Fargo Dome.
It's a pretty cool thing. I remember when I played FM Athletics in the Fargo Dome. I got knocked out with a concussion. I don't remember waking up.
You don't remember waking up, or you don't remember where you were when you woke up?
I got knocked out on the field, and I woke up on the bench. Someone asked me what my name was, and I said Wayne Wermeyer, and I hadn't even met you yet.
Yeah, and they said that's unfortunate. Quinn with just a little too much mustard on that one.
Sails it off that backside. I think we've seen her kind of tinker with that little back left spot today with a couple of her kills. A couple of them worked. That one sails a little bit, but she's going to keep staying aggressive.
We have a text in from Branagh. I'm only assuming it's Preston Branagh because it came into the text line, and Heather just, circumvents that. Nice job by Davies. Boy, they were all within a tight little 5-foot circle there to get the rebound.
There are like 28 people, black jerseys at the net right now.
Yes. So, Branagh, you are right that it's Nybaken. How Preston knows that, I'm not 100% sure. I'll ask him tomorrow night on the field. But just a little bit late. The one fabulous Mrs. Wermeyer got in front of you on the Nybakken reference.
And glad to know Amy's doing okay after her
accident.
Maybe time for Mr. Wermeyer to buy a new car, maybe a Beamer.
Yeah, Beamer. Unfortunately, Sean, I do have a note from one Sean Safransky on my board that I was going to be getting $1 billion raise.
Ooh.
And I think that was Matt Veit when you stole his stamp.
No, that's
steal. borrowed his stamp.
Steal is
a bad word. That's a bad word. That's the Jalen Jackson block.
I was entrusted to stamp the signature of one Sean Safransky from Miss Kayla Dewey, who is
no longer
an
Eagle.
She's alive. She's alive.
Always an Eagle, just no longer works with Davies.
She was a Deacon as well. Went to Shanley.
Really?
Block there, yes.
Block out of bounds. Trivia question from our fans.
Oh.
What Davies parents once led the NCAA in free throw percentage? Leading the NCAA in free throw percentage. Kim Williams, thank you for the question. You can't answer it because that would be a little unfair. So let's let someone else. Maybe this could be the Bloom and Lease tiebreaker, although I think Lease is currently ahead of Logan.
Another fantastic
out of bounds,
athlete
no touch
within the Davies community. Perhaps this name has also been hinted at before. I just made very awkward eye contact with one Taylor Bryn in the student section as she's looking at us. She's wearing a, look at this.
Waving.
Oh, we got
the
Annika,
student section waving.
We got Carter Ford. Maybe we should get the whole crew up here. Looks like the Eagle Zone might wrap this one up early. I might.
There you go, Ava Lenging from Skari. That was a long set all the way across the court. Ava kind of had to reach back for that one, but knew what to do with it. Hit it off the block. Ava's fourth kill of the night.
I think, in the event that this doesn't go to another set, I might have to give the last two trivia questions, as we have a bunch of texts coming in now, so appreciate it. A little bit of a slow start from our viewers, but you guys have picked it up. So, again,
right
one of them,
net.
who led the NCAA in free throw or
free throw?
point?
Free throw percentage,
Free
and
throw
Bernaz
percentage.
says Langing. Langing is not correct.
Langing is not correct.
Preston, you'll have to try harder.
The other questions, whose dad is an administrator in the Fargo Public Schools district.
Is that a new one? I don't think you threw that one out yet.
Yep,
okay.
This is the two new ones, the last two. I want to make sure we get them in.
Okay.
And then the other one, whose dad, we have Skari as a dentist. Do we have a touch here?
We do have a touch. So that is a kill by, was that Jackson?
I think it was
Jalen Jackson.
Darwin to our rescue as Shanley will take a timeout.
I think Darwin was listening to me maybe there. When I said Jackson, he said, I was sleeping, but yes, that was Jalen Jackson.
Yes, Darwin with those ears.
Speaking of sleeping, it's 7:58. Do you think Todd Lee is still awake?
He might be holding on.
Long weekend. He can sleep in tomorrow till 5.
He might be holding on. The last trivia question to get in. So we talked about Skari as being a dentist. We also have a orthodontist parent guardian on the team. So who is the orthodontist? Hint, their name is the orthodontist practice.
We have Jamie Passanani led the NCAA, no name.
It was Jamie.
She did. Fallon comes from a very athletic family.
Bunch of great Cobber athletes. Jamie Passanani led the NCAA, and then obviously Andrew Passanani being elected to the Hall of Fame this past weekend.
Ranky. Brana, you are correct.
Ranky. Shout out Ranky. He is going to open the gym. So Davies parking lot is getting the potholes, that's what you call them, in the road filled on Monday. So we are going to move our open gym to Discovery, and one Mr. Ranky, assistant principal at Discovery, will open the gym. So appreciate you, Mr. Ranky.
And students can park in the bus loop because we're having practice at noon, and the parking lot is closed till 3, but students can park in the bus loop.
And
we had an into the net?
Yeah, it looks
by
like the Deacons
4.
I don't see a 4.
I do see. The libero is 4.
Oh, the libero is 4.
I didn't know she could hit the ball in front of that 10-foot line, but maybe it was someone else. Maybe it was 8. It was 2 4s. Is there an 8 on the court right now? Regardless, that's out. There's no touch on that either, so Davies jump. Well, okay, Darwin gave Davies a point, then Shanley a point, and then took Shanley points away. So
who knows what's going on anymore?
12-5 Eagles. Davies jumping out to a little bit of a lead here. Oh my gosh. Ames dentist.
Boom.
Bernard is just racking up the points now.
Did she say dentist?
Well, I'm sorry. She just said Ames. I said dentist. Orthodontics.
There you go. Oh!
Used to be Dr. Harvey until Ames. That was a kill by Passanani. Harvey and Ames for a while. Then Ames bought Dr. Harvey out. Ames orthodontist by Ellie Lease. Just a little late. Ellery Ames' dad is the orthodontist by Logan Bloom, just a little bit late. I think Brenna might have tied this up with Ellie Lease at 3.
I think the tiemaker might be who is. Oh, and Scott. Oh, that one teetering the line there.
Tiebreaker may be who can bring a dozen Sandy Donuts to the football breakfast tomorrow.
Well, we still have plant. The
oh,
plant
we still have the plant doctor.
We got the plant doctor.
Sorry, I was looking for Sandy's Donuts.
Here's a hint. Let's see. It is a senior parent. Not senior as in age, but as in their daughter is a senior on the team.
Senior parent, the answer would be Todd Lee.
Yes. Todd Lee, new
grandpa.
Grandpa Lee.
Yeah, the little grandson sure is pretty cute. Bolton with the plant
Boom.
doctor. Plant person is most definitely Ava's dad, the Melvin Bolton from your favorite softball player. So, Mrs. Bernard, you got in second on Bolton, so you don't get credit for that one.
Ooh, and
but we do have an ace by Shanley.
That one goes
Matt,
in.
who do you think your favorite softball player is?
My favorite softball player. Cool. I could dig myself.
I would imagine they all are your
one.
favorite softball players.
My favorite softball player.
Would it be the ones that show up for their lessons on time?
It would be that. So that takes one kid out of the equation. I don't know who my favorite softball player is.
Oh, no, that was Ava Langing.
Yeah. I know I'm loving the Eagles' aces and kills tonight.
Darwin said Bolton, but he corrected it to Langing there. Ava Langing usually doesn't hit from the right side, but she did that time. So that was an interesting change, and she's putting some pressure on the Deacons on that serve.
Ooh, and that one's going to be in.
That is in.
Finding that back row line there from the Deacons. That's a nice kill as we got heel taps again as the Deacons looking to extend this one a little bit longer as they trail by 4 in this third set. If you notice, too, talking about Darwin's got a new chair. So we got a new shipment of chairs in for the scores table and the main office area. One Katie Dalzell gets to sit in one with eagle-embroidered chairs.
And I noticed Lenny has one in his office, but the football coach and the girls basketball / softball coach don't have one in their room.
Oh, there's a Passanani kill. It's like I've seen that a billion times before. She's going to...
Fallon's 13th kill on the night, a little bit lower than she's been in the 20s the last couple times up here. So Hunter Reinke from Rod Reinke from Texas. Rod, thanks for listening to us from Texas. I wonder, is Rod maybe Hunter's brother?
I don't know.
Uncle? Father? Rod, if you have a chance, let us know how you related to Hunter.
And Scary finding the line. Again, we've seen Scary tonight. Little adjustments there. She's not looking to just set anymore, folks. She's looking to rack up some kills as well.
Rachel Bryn says yes, Dr. Ames has a daughter on the team. Is correct, but I think right now we're only looking for the plant doctor.
Oh, I think
or did we get that answer?
We got the plant doctor.
Yeah, Langing. Or I'm sorry, Bolton.
Bolton, yes. Melvin Bolton is the plant doctor. As
I think Quinn hit that out. Ooh. I think it's out.
Oh no, we got a redo.
So we had the line judge on the Davies side say in. The line judge down here by the Shanley student section say out. Only I could imagine Shanley student section
for a redo, and we're talking
maybe influence that call.
And I think right now I heard some chatter from the Shanley parent section, but it looks like we have 2 thumbs up. Looks like we are going to do a redo.
We got a redo.
As Jackson will redo that one. Back row serve.
Off the block.
Good job. Good body control by the Eagles.
Grabs it. That was Ava Bolton, I believe.
And there's a block.
And boom.
There's a Bolton block.
Bolton Passanani combo over there.
Boom. And that's That's one. How many blocks?
That is Ava's third block of the night.
That's 3 big booms for Ava Bolton.
3 big booms. That one would have landed right on the back line, I believe. That one's into the net.
And I think they've hit it 5-6 times to hit the Shanley player.
Number 2 did a nice job laying out. Unfortunately, the ball came right back down on her back. 18-10. Shanley looking for one last burst here to get into the 4th set. Davies looking to put this one away.
And if you're looking for something to do tomorrow night over this extended fall break, the Davies Eagle football team is taking on the West Fargo Packers at West Fargo tomorrow?
At West Fargo, and it's always a well-attended event by the West Fargo student section, the West Fargo parent. West Fargo does a great job supporting their Packers. So if you're going to go, I would suggest getting there early.
What's the game plan for tomorrow, Coach Wormeyer?
Well, the game plan, as always, is control the football, win the turnover battle, fly around on defense, look up after 48 minutes, and see how we did.
As Coach Erickson also pointed out earlier this year for her keys for coaching, it's always nice when you can have a game plan of scoring more points than the other team.
Yes, I always tell our defensive coordinator, if he does not let them score, we cannot lose.
There you go.
And I count interception return for touchdowns and special team touchdowns all against our defensive coordinator.
Ooh.
He does a fantastic job, Eric Peterson, getting our defense ready for every game.
Coach Petey, Northern State Wolf athlete, also a teacher in the building.
Yeah, another one of our social studies department teachers.
We got some smart social studies teachers.
We do. That looked like a block by Bolton.
4 big booms tonight for Bolton.
And Passanani.
And Passanani.
2 booms for Passanani.
Boom, boom.
Probably 2 halves, but we count them as fulls. I think right now, Miss Lease is our trivia winner.
Woo!
Off the face.
We got off the face. We got off the face there from the Deacons.
I wonder if there's a symbol for off the face.
Coach Wormeyer, I've been told that one Ellie Lease and Marie Hansen are making a compilation of all our funniest moments on the broadcast, so I'm sure we will be embarrassed here at the end of the year as a pass.
There we go.
That's a bill.
That's a bill.
That's a bill.
Number 14 kill.
Bill has been sent.
Maybe have some outtakes on our last broadcast?
That would be good.
That would be good.
That would be fun. Stick around after the match, hopefully, as well. We can get some athletes up here for a post-game interview as Shanley just trying to hold on to some life here, get themselves rolling, get some momentum going, because, again, both these teams will be right back here, and we will have the Metro Tournament. Eagles play at 5, 6, and 7 tomorrow, and then those matches, again, they do not go 5, they just go 3. As good job there by the Eagles not panicking as that ball didn't get over the net.
Yeah, and a great job by Julia Nybach, and they're recognizing that Davies had already hit the ball twice, and so she couldn't set that back up to Fallon, and she just had to get that up. We have a ring around the Rosie by Shanley. That's a new celebration. We saw Horace do that. The flock around the coach, the flock of the hawk.
Yeah.
And now we see Shanley. I don't know if they're copying or if that was one they thought of themselves.
The flock around the hawk, that one might be a dance around a deacon. Oh, I do have.
Ooh.
I did some research today about the tiers of
Catholicism?
being, yes. So you start off as a laity.
A laity.
Laity, and then you become a deacon. And then a deacon becomes a priest. A priest, is it Monsieur,
I believe.
Monsignor? Then you have bishops. And then you also have archbishops. You can become a cardinal. And then a pope. So a couple tiers there.
And you have to do it in order, I believe. You have to be a cardinal before a pope.
I think so. And that's when they all huddle into a room and talk about who they
something
want.
with the smoke. They black smoke if they don't have a pope, and white smoke if they do, or vice versa. I'm not Catholic, so I don't fully understand all the traditions.
There we go.
Catholic.
And we got 2 more points for the Eagles looking to take this match. As if your bingo card was us to end our broadcast talking about the Pope, you can fill that spot in.
There you go.
Our Pope right now, you'll like this one. Chicago native, but he is not a Cubs fan. He's a White Sox fan.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I knew there was something off about him a little bit. Apparently he does not like to win baseball games because the White Sox have struggled the last several years. Rod Earlier we talked about Rod Ranke from Texas, Hunter's uncle.
It looks
So
like
thank you, Rod, for listening to
we
us.
did have a tip on that one, and Shanley will pick up a point.
All right, 23-14. Eagles looking to get a kill and an ace and get out of the gym.
Bolton kind of using her athleticism and their length there to get that one over the net as Shanley picks up a nice kill.
Yep, Shanley's fighting. Shanley has no quitting them. Nice to see. Davies still looking for that kill and that ace.
Give them some credit.
Heather Brenaz, sad she didn't win.
Disappointment.
Sorry, Heather. Heather's going to officiate, I think, the next 3 days. She's going to be maybe a little cranky on Tuesday.
Wow.
Well, she does have Monday to get some rest.
Wow.
So I don't know if Heather's ever cranky.
No.
Heather does a great job for Davies. Been subbing in the front office there for helping Katie out. Thank you, Heather, for everything you do.
I think she has reffed multiple nights already. I think she has a tournament. She also was going Monday and Tuesday, so Heather doing a great job officiating. As Passanani, we're going to look to get a kill. Heather also might get some fish up in the ILC room. We got to get that approved here first. So, Sean, if you're listening, I'm coming. But it looks like, the Deacons.
That was off the block and out of bounds.
Yeah,
so tell me more about this fish in the ILC
So
room.
there's a fish tank, I think that Sully had.
Oh, I thought we were going to eat fish in the ILC room.
Well, maybe
you got me excited.
We could raise fish, but we might have some pets joining the ILC.
Okay, very nice.
As Langang.
Yeah, Langang looking to put the match away. Nice dig.
If Langang can send us home.
Gonna push. That was a nice job
spot.
cutting that right over the net.
And Shanley gets killed. So it's going to be tough for Shanley to string off enough points here before the Eagles score one, probably.
Yep.
But you got to love the fight here that the Deacons are showing.
No quitting the Deacons. Shanley's JV team or maybe it was their C squad, kind of just emerged from the back area of the gym and now standing on the far baseline.
Spun.
And great hustle. Great hustle.
No, not yet.
Great hustle by both teams. Ava Langang looking to put it away, just out of bounds. Out of bounds. So 24-18 Eagles. We have our Davies Live Network cameramen cheering for an Eagle victory over here.
Andrew's fired up. He wants to get out of here.
Andrew and Isaiah, they might have better things to do right now. Isaiah needs to get some rest for the football game tomorrow.
They find Passanani in the back row. That's going to send us home.
Fallon will end the night with her 15th kill.
And that is an Eagle sweep as they will take this match and momentum into tomorrow's tournament going into tomorrow and Saturday. I think that's right. That's what day it is. Coach Wormeyer, what are you thinking about the match tonight?
Well, I thought started out fairly sloppy. Shanley did a nice job just putting a little pressure on Davies, and Davies, maybe didn't come out as sharp as they wanted to. They did a nice job rebounding. Like you said, they lost the first point of every set. That first set looked a little precarious for a while, but Davies did a nice job regrouping. Coach did a nice job using her time out there, and they came out and they got the win. So
let's see if we can get someone up here. So stick around as Coach Oliver will give their post-game talk. The Deacons will do their little post-game talk as well.
Shanley in a half moon, Davies in a full circle.
There you go. Well, we got Luca, our speedster, out there on the volleyball court as well. Luca, one of the top cross-country runners, not only in the state but in the nation. As
Luca is a sophomore?
Sure.
Okay. He might be a junior, but I think Luca's a sophomore.
Here we go. Who we got?
Who's coming up? Coming up? Is the Worm Queen coming?
Come on. Oh, look who it is. Caleb Scari's in the building. Caleb Scary is here. Hey.
Bubba is at the casino.
We need the worm.
Bubba did not come home with Caleb Scary. He went to the casino.
Oh, come on.
Bubba, I expect you to bring all your winnings up to Davies Live Network. I don't know if we're going to get any girls up here for an interview or not.
Well, maybe should we just save it for another time?
I think we should save it for
sounds like
another
people are
time.
tired. Todd Lee's already asleep.
I'm pointing to the dad trying to get her up. Oh, he doesn't know what I'm looking at.
We need it. Yep, up. Don't go away yet. Don't go away yet.
Don't go away yet. The Worm Queen's coming up.
We need the worm. We got to get the worm. Can we get the camera out here?
Here she comes. Here she comes. I think she's here. Take a seat. Here you go. All right. Right like that. Yep. Oh, here, this flips. There we go. All right. So we have been vastly impressed with your ability to do the worm after some celebrations, and a nice job coming in the other night and doing some service games.
Yeah.
So tell us about the worm. Is that something you practiced at North before you moved here to Davies, or is that something you've picked up since you got here?
That's something that I've kind of picked up. I mean, I've done it like a lot at a lot of weddings
Okay.
and like parties, but this is something that I've picked up. I didn't start at North, and I just asked everyone on the bunch. I was like, should I do the worm? And they're like, you can do the worm. I'm like, yeah. Should I do it? And they're like, yeah. So I just started doing it, and
Okay.
so.
And a little mishap on a belly bump today. You seem to go down on the ground,
Yeah.
but no injuries, I hope.
Nope, not at all.
Okay. One of the freshmen on the Davies varsity team. What's it like to be around this group of seniors that seem so poised and you know, when something doesn't go right, they just seem to get collected and go for it?
It's really cool. I mean, I get to look up to these girls, and especially Quinn. Like, she's such a good setter, and she's such a good leader. Like, after every point, they look to her, and it's just really cool, and I'm really happy to be a part of this.
Awesome. Last question. Favorite brother?
My twin.
Your twin. All right. Looking to wrestle a little bit, playing freshman football right now. And I know your older brother had a nice win a couple weeks ago over a second place finisher in state last year. So we're looking forward to having both of those two individuals on the Davies wrestling team. So great to have you at Davies. Glad you got here, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, high five. That's how we do it.
Is he going to do it?
Oh, are we going to do the worm?
We got to have it.
Right. We can get this thing. We're going to move.
Adjust it down.
We're going to move, and we're going to get a demonstration right there of the worm. Right there. However many you want.
2 or 3 words. Don't get hurt.
There we go. There we go. Nicely done. All right, thanks for coming up.
Great job.
Matt, let's stand.
Well, we're
Let's stand and close this one out.
Wow.
I got to open the door.
Folks, we just got the worm.
Live.
A
live worm.
Watching that, my body hurts just watching it. But you can see there the importance and the energy that she brings. She came into the horse match, did a lot of great things. So 4 freshmen on this junior varsity roster for the Eagles. Obviously a good team now, but good team coming in the future as well. So
All right. Successful night for the Eagles.
good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Have a great 4-day weekend, and we will see everybody next home game.
Hi, Kennedy. Bye, Mom.